Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Way Back Movies. I'm James, and it is Sunday, so that means it is time to go over everything that was announced that is going to be coming soon to physical media, mostly 4K and Blu-ray. This is, like I said, not really everything, but most of the stuff that was announced. They announced a lot of stuff, especially some of the more obscure Blu-rays, but a lot of these are all things that were announced, actually, since I didn't do one the previous week. These actually for like the past kind of like week and a half. Kind of combining it into one thing. I had stuff going on last week, so yeah. So this is going to be stuff that is going to be coming out in the next few months, and a lot of it's 4K, but then there's also some Blu-rays in here as well. If you are one that doesn't have a lot of money for movies, and you may want to think about saving up because May, it looks like, is going to be a huge month, especially for 4K releases. A lot of cool stuff coming out in May. Some of it I went over in the previous video, but we got a lot of stuff that's going to be that was announced recently that's going to be coming out in May. So make sure you save up your money if you don't have a lot to spend on some of this physical media, because there's a lot of, like I said, a lot of real cool stuff coming out. But before we get started, if you are new to the channel, please think about hitting that like and subscribe button. I try to put out videos at least 2 to 3 times a week on various movie-related topics. I try to put this out once a week just on, like I said, anything that's been announced that's going to be coming to physical media. And leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you are looking forward to picking up. All right, without further ado, let's get into all the good stuff. From Arrow Video, this was announced. It's going to be coming out on May 24th. Like I said, May. To 4K 1998's Wild Things. This stars Nev Campbell, Denise Richards, and Matt Dillon, the classic, coming to 4K from Arrow Video. This will have Dolby Vision and HDR for the color grading. So yeah, like I said, it's going to be a May 24th release, and I'm pretty sure usually with Arrow, those kind of cool sets, there's usually some, little extra features in there, usually a little booklet, some cards, things like that. So yeah, that's going to be coming out on May 24th from Arrow Video. Wild Things on 4K, definitely one I'm sure I'll be picking up. All right, and coming April 19th, the newly released, just at the end of last year, Jackass Forever is getting a Blu-ray release. No 4K, just a Blu-ray copy on that one. Jackass, not really my thing. Never really got into any of those things, so not one I'll be picking up. But if you are looking forward to getting Jackass Forever in your collection, it's going to be April 19th for the release on that one. All right. Another May, coming May 17th, 1987's Beverly Hills Cop 2 is getting a 4K release. I think it was last year that we got the original Beverly Hills Cop on 4K. So now we're going to be getting part 2, which, to be honest, I actually kind of really like part 2 more than 1. Not like a huge difference, but I actually prefer 2 to 1. Part 3, yeah, I know a lot of people hate that one, but that one is going to be now the only one not available, at least yet, on 4K. I'm sure if they decide to put that on 4K, there'll probably be a box set coming or something. But yeah, so if you're looking to get part 2, that is, like I said, going to be May 17th, the 4K release for Beverly Hills Cop 2. All right, and coming April 12th, this past year's SpiderMan No Way Home is getting a release. There will be a 4K and Blu-ray version of that. The 4K does have Dolby Vision and HDR for the color grading, and it will have a Dolby Atmos track. Obviously, this has Tom Holland as Spider-Man. Haven't actually seen this one yet, so I'll probably definitely pick that one up on release day. So we're looking at a little over a month from the release of this video for Spider-Man No Way Home. Like I said, that's April 12th for the release on that one. All right, and on May 17th from Shout Factory, this is going to be a Blu-ray version, not a 4K, but the Blu-ray version of Femme Fatale. This is from 2002. This stars Antonio Banderas and Rebecca Romijn, although she was billed as Rebecca Romijn Stamos, I believe, at the time. Not anymore. But yeah, so Femme Fatale from 2002, that's going to be, like I said, a Shout Factory release. That's going to be May 17th. Not a 4K, just a straight Blu-ray. So if you are looking forward to picking that one up, it will be available. All right, and on May 10th from 1996, The Ghost and the Darkness is getting a Blu-ray release. This one stars Michael Douglas and Val Kilmer. Once again, not a 4K copy, just a Blu-ray edition. I don't think I ever did see this one. So this one might be one that I pick up. But if you're looking forward to that, May 10th is going to be the release date on that. Like I said, May is a big month here. Speaking of May, on May 17th, 1996, The Craft will be getting a 4K release. This one is going to be from Shout Factory. This has Fairuza Balk, Robin Tunney, Nev Campbell, And Rachel True, obviously classic movie, The Craft. I have the, I don't know, I think it's Scream Factory, the collector's edition one on Blu-ray. I'll probably be picking up this one as well. So this one also coming to 4K. That is going to be May 17th if you want to pick up The Craft on 4K. All right, and continuing with that May theme, May 24th, 1992's Candyman is getting a 4K release. This is going to be from Shout Factory. This will be a 3-disc set, and it does have Dolby Vision and HDR for the color grading, and there also will be a Dolby Atmos track included. So, yeah, Candyman was at 30 years now for Candyman, yeah, 1992. Getting a 4K release from Shout Factory. Like I said, it's going to be May 24th is the release on that one. All right, and coming to 4K and I believe Blu-ray as well, May 17th is the end of last year's movie Infinite, starring Mark Wahlberg. Like I said, getting a 4K and Blu-ray release on that one. Haven't seen this one, don't know too much about it. May have to check that one out, see if it's worth getting, but that will be May 17th for Infinites. But yeah, that's I think, yeah, right at the end of last year's when that came out, I think. All right, moving on. Paramount Presents. They've had a line of movies that have been released. They're the ones that have kind of that slipcover where when you open it up, it shows you like the original poster on it. They're releasing their first 4K version of that. All the others have been Blu-ray. They're releasing a 4K, and that is going to be 1962's The Man Who Shot Liberty Vance. This has John Wayne and Jimmy Stewart in it. Like I said, from 1962. The release date on that is going to be May 17th. So if you are a fan of that one, like I said, Paramount Presents line has done a lot of Blu-rays, but this is their first 4K in the Paramount Presents line. That will be available May 17th, The Man Who Shot Liberty Vance. I have not seen this one, but I mean, John Wayne, Jimmy Stewart, pretty good cast there. Might think about picking that one up. All right, and in April, Warner Archive announced 2 releases, both Kevin Costner flicks. The first one is going to be 1985's Fandango. It's getting, like I said, Blu-ray. These are actually both going to be released on April 12th. Fandango has Kevin Costner and Judd Nelson from Breakfast Club fame. Don't really know much about actually either one of these. Don't really know too much about. But if you're looking to pick that one up, Fandango from 1985 is April 12th. And also 1985, starring Kevin Costner, American Flyers is getting a Warner Archive release, also going to be April 12th on that one. So yeah, both Kevin Costner movies, both came out in 85, both released on Blu-ray from Warner Archive on April 12th. All right, and coming June 7th, a special 4K Steelbook edition of Bridge on the River Kwai. This is from 1957. This will have Dolby Vision and HDR for the color grading. It's not a Best Buy exclusive Steelbook, so you can pick this one up at any other the regular retailers like Amazon and such. But that one will be getting a Steelbook edition for 4K, and that's going to be June 7th. And then also on June 7th, June 7th, 1962's Lawrence of Arabia, also going to be getting that same Steelbook. Obviously, not the same, but it's similar artwork. You can tell they were both, the artists did both of them. So it's going to be very similar looking Steelbook. That one also is coming on June 7th, and that is going to be Dolby Vision and HDR for the color grading on that as well. Lawrence of Arabia, I know Bridge on the River Kwai has been available a standalone 4K. I think this is the first time that Lawrence of Arabia this is its first standalone 4K. I might be mistaken on that. I know it was included in part or as part of the Columbia Classics Volume 1 set, so it was available on 4K. But I'm pretty sure this is the first time you can buy just separate the movie. But like I said, both of those on Steelbook. Neither one are going to be Best Buy exclusive. You can buy them wherever they sell movies. June 7th for those. All right, and coming on May 17th is going to be 1981's Escape from New York in 4K. This is another Shout Factory release. Obviously, this one stars Kurt Russell. Escape from New York, they just released Escape from LA not too long ago. Hopefully, this release won't have audio issues with it. But yeah, so that's coming, like I said, Shout Factory, 1981's Escape from New York 4K, and that's going to be May 17th. All right, and coming April 5th is this year's 2022 Scream, which technically is Scream 5, but Scream is getting its release. It's going to be in 4K and or Blu-ray, whichever you prefer. Didn't really list any of the, whether it's going to have HDR or Dolby Vision on the color grading. Any of the actual specific details weren't really announced yet, at least not that I saw. Just that it's getting its release on April 5th for the newest in the Scream franchise. And finally, coming to 4K in May, of course, May 24th. This is going to be from Shout Factory. 1985's Life Force is getting a 4K release. This movie stars Steve Railsbach. Railsbach. I probably said that wrong. Peter Firth, Frank Finley, Matilda May, and Patrick Stewart, which I did not realize the Captain Picard was in this one. But yes, that will be 1985's Life Force. That's coming May 24th. This will be a 3-disc set. I saw this as a kid. I don't know if it's the first real like horror movie I ever saw, but it's definitely one of the first. But so definitely looking forward to picking that one up. Although I didn't realize Patrick Stewart was in it, probably because I didn't know who he was at the time. So it's obviously been a long time since I've seen it. But yeah, that will be coming out May 24th for the 4K version of Life Force. So like I said, and that's just what was announced this past like week and a half. In May on 4K. I know in the previous video I did, there was a few that were released in May too. So May is kind of shaping up to be a real big month for 4K, kind of pumping out a lot of, some of the newer stuff, but a lot of these are obviously older, catalog titles. So it's cool that they're putting more of those to 4K. So definitely going to be a big month. Like I said, let me know in the comments down below if you're looking forward to picking up any of these titles or anything else you would like to add in the comments down below. And as always, thanks for watching, and I will see y'all in the next video.